No! No! Shots!
Through adversities, greatness always occur.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And here's one of my traditional shots. I do not recommend this shot, by the way.
Stop it. Get some help.
And then you can play a combo. Play the combo for the win or to play position back on the 8. Here I've decided to take on an ambitious shot, and would I have gone for this type of shot in an actual gambling match or tournament? Shot here for you. Call the bank. I'm calling the 8 past the 10. The natural path takes the 8 ball around 4 rails. So let's see. Oh, this is nice. Oh,
Nice.
this is nice there by Apex Selenio. Steep back cut. I definitely did a little bit more helping side spin, but I was trying to also hold position for the 8, but it didn't really work out. So that may have not been the best shot. But Courtney went down, and now wait for it to happen here. Type my name in on YouTube and type 4-rail bank shot. There's a system for these. It is absolutely brilliant. It never fails. And watch this spectacular shot here on the 7. Low right spin, 4 rails coming around. Brilliant shot there by Apex Selenio.
Nice.
There is no better way to start this instructional video than to share my personal experience with this wonderful bank system that I'm going to be sharing with you today. Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome or welcome back again to another video tutorial lesson from the Apex Predator Billiards Training Club. My name is Apex Selenio, your aspiring professional pool player and pool instructor straight out of the small island of Jamaica. Now of course, in today's video tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with you everything you need to know about the 4-rail bank system. It's more of an exhibition type shot, but it's a very good shot to have in your arsenal. It's a very good shot to have in your repertoire of skills. So I'm going to be sharing with you all the details surrounding this bank system, and of course we're going to jump right into the video. Now of course, in our previous upload you would have seen where I also shared with you a very interesting bank shot system. Please see the link pinned in the description box below and you'll see the details of that video. Very good video, doing pretty well on YouTube. Let's jump right into it. Let me let you hear a few of the things that was said in that particular video, and hopefully you can add that to your repertoire of skills. Here we go.
Like this. Now remember that the cue ball and the object ball must be lined 1 diamond less from the natural track line for 4-rail bank. That is a 5-5 track line, and you're pointing the cue ball from a 5-4 track line. You move my object ball towards the 3rd diamond. So now my cue ball is on the natural track line 4-4. That is the side pocket pointing towards the diamond in between the 1st diamond on the short rail and the middle diamond. But I'm shooting my cue ball towards the 1st diamond, that is number 3, and with low left and the right speed you will get result like anything here. I'm doing this on my 1st attempt. Again, I'm shooting from diamond 2 to diamond 1 with low left. You'll see where the object ball beautifully flies into the corner pocket, and you can see the consistency of how the cue ball moves around the angles. You can see that it takes a forward motion, then the spin helps the object ball to correct the angle coming off.
So of course guys, you could possibly guess that there is in fact a direct correlation between what you've just seen here on screen and what I'm about to teach you in this video. And of course, what you're seeing here where I try to demonstrate an awkward 2-rail bank here, actually it was an unsuccessful attempt which led me to making this video here. I felt like I needed to ensure that you guys never be able to miss another 4-rail bank. Precision, accuracy and consistency. Now, you guys may definitely argue that there are never going to be cases where this shot comes up, but like I said, this is an exhibition shot. It's something that you need to have in your bag of tricks. Of course, on screen here being displayed is a match from the recently concluded UK Open, where just having these little shots in your bag of tricks can keep you out of trouble. Here, this very, very devastating match between Joshua Filler and Anton Raga, where Anton was not playing his best game, but Joshua pulled off a magnificent shot here into the side, and many may argue, was it a fluke or was it an intentional shot? But like I said, this skill set that I'm going to teach you today is one that will up your game by at least 10%. Now, I'm about to share with you many details surrounding this bank because there's a lot of ambiguities about how this system is executed. Some persons say it's feel, I say it's calculation. Now, the first thing that I want to demonstrate to you here is the diamond numberings for the short reel. The pocket is labeled 0, the first diamond is labeled 3, the second diamond is labeled 5, and the third diamond is labeled 7. Of course, in between the third diamond, that's number 3 and 5, you're going to find the diamond 4. In between the middle diamond and the third diamond, you're going to find the diamond 6. And of course, at the third diamond and the pocket, which is 9, you're going to find the diamond 8. And of course, between the pocket that you're shooting the object ball at and the first diamond is divided into 3 sections. So you can see that the number 2 is very close to the first diamond here. Now, having an understanding of the diamond numberings for the short reel, you need to find out the correlation between that diamond and the long reel. And as you can see, I'm moving my shaft across the table there. You can see that the diamonds on the long reel connect with the diamonds on the short reel. But exactly how are they connected? And what spin do you need to use, if any, to make this system? Now, one of the first things that you need to have an understanding of is where does the object ball travels when you hit it off the fourth cushion. And does the object ball have to be very close to the rail or far from the rail? Where does the system break down? Now, first thing here is that the cue ball and the object ball, to get consistent result, needs to be very close to the direct track line. And as you can see, I'm pointing my shaft there. That region on the long rail is usually the region where the object ball hits and heads into the trajectory of the pocket. Now, several factors can affect the consistency of this shot. The speed of the shot, where you hit the object ball, if there's any unwanted side spin, several factors. Now, here you see I'm lining up the 1-1 track line, then that's the 2-2 track line, 3-3 track line, then you have the 4-4 track line, 5-5 track line, 6-6 track line, 7-7 track line there. Alright? And once you have those lined up, once the cue ball and the object ball is in direct line, then of course you're going to get a lot of consistent result. Now, different tables play differently based on the type of cloth, based on your shaft, based on the speed of the stroke, and just in general your whole mechanics and your fundamentals. Now, to start this video off, it's going to be a trial and error. So there's going to be successful attempts and unsuccessful attempts. Now you can see where I pointed my shaft directly at the diamond, and then I tried to adjust, because based on this table, based on my experience on this table, a slight overcut is usually needed. So for my first example, my first demonstration here, I'm aiming from the 3-3 track line with a slight overcut. And we're going to observe what happens to the cue ball and what happens to the object ball. So here, I stroke the shot, cue ball follows a nice path, but then watch where the object ball goes. It heads on the inside of the pocket. And again, as I said, there are times when it does work. Sometimes it squeezes itself into the pocket with that slight overcut. And then sometimes, depending that, even though it takes that part, the cue ball tends to take a familiar route. Now we're going to go for my second example here, and I'm going to be aiming at the same spot, just slightly inside diamond 3, maybe about 2.8 here. And notice the reaction of the cue ball here. You can see that it coming a little bit tighter into the angle, and that suggests to me there that I had a lot of rail compression. I use a bit too much speed and I use way too much topspin. Hence, the object ball angle of the 4 cushions shortens. So what information have I gathered from that? It means then that on this particular table, which could be slightly different from yours, you're going to test it out, guys, and let me know. You're going to have to aim exactly towards the diamond. And this is what's going to get you the consistent result. Now have a look at the direction of the cue ball, how it goes 2 cushion and it goes long. And then the object ball takes the perfect trajectory into the corner pocket perfectly. Now pay close attention to this example, because in order for you to know when the shot has made, even before you have made it, the cue ball is going to take relatively the same route if you are within that region of the table. Now based on that shot, I'm going to then go ahead and apply the same result here. I'm going to be aiming on the 5-5 track line. Cue ball and object ball is on the 5-5 track line, and I'm going to be aiming exactly towards the diamond. Now see, I'm pointing my shaft there towards the side pocket. I'm letting you guys know that with this shot, you have to be open-minded to the fact that it sometimes may hit the nipple of the side pocket. It comes very close towards that side pocket here. Now I'm aiming towards the diamond, and notice what happened. It went long in this case. Now remember, I'm playing on an 8-foot table, so you may get slightly different results on a 9-foot table, slightly different results on a 7-foot table, but you guys have to test it out to see what happens here. Now it goes a little bit long for this shot. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to be adjusting. I'm going to be adjusting here, and I'm going to aim just slightly inside here, and let's see what happens on this shot here. I'm aiming top spin, just a slight tip above center, and notice here that it again goes around, goes very close this time. Cue ball takes the correct path, but then you can see that maybe I need to just hit the object ball more inside of the diamond. And this is how you have to learn. Not because I'm showing you the system here on video on my table, meaning that it's going to be the exact same thing on your table. If your table has a slick cloth or a sliding cloth, you may find that you get slightly different results there. And there you can see that I went on the inside of the pocket, which is very similar to my first example. Now several factors could have caused why I missed. It could have been the speed of the stroke, it could have been the rail compression, but then of course, definitely from this information here, I can safely say that once you're aiming from the 5-5 track line, you just need a slight overcut. Now on that shot, you can see that the object ball went into the perfect trajectory, but that cue ball decided to just cause a bit of interruption, stopping exactly into the path. But then these things are going to happen. Now once you've settled down, once you're comfortable with the system, once you're comfortable with the speed of the stroke, you will get a perfect result like that one, perfectly into the pocket. Cue ball sometimes will go a bit forward and go across the line of the trajectory, whilst of course sometimes it will stop and go down table. So as I said, you have to test it out depending on your speed. It's either you're going to aim at the diamond or you're going to aim in front slightly of the diamond here. So we're going to be taking a look more at a more common 4-rail bank. Normally you're going to find in the pubs that once this sort of setup, this 2-2 track line, 3-3 track line gets set up, many players will be familiar, and they sometimes just go down and hit the object ball without knowing the exact systematic approach to this. Now perfectly here, I'm aiming from the 2-2 track line here, and I'm just going to fire this one in perfect speed. Cue ball takes the perfect path and it just goes around nicely into the pocket there. No problems then. I hit everything perfect. Cue ball took the exact path that it usually takes once you're on the inside of the 5-5 track line here. And remember that once you're on the inside of the track line, you're gonna have to aim exactly towards the diamond. But once you're aiming from the 5-5 track line and above, you're gonna aim more on the inside, maybe like about 2 diamond increments on the inside here. Now I'm aiming from the 1-1 track line here, and this one is pretty automatic, very straightforward. But again, as I said, any one variable can cause a slight inconsistency. You can see I got very close to that. That could have just been the fact that I may not have aimed exactly towards the one. Maybe I slightly overcut. Maybe there was a slight bit of side spin. Maybe there was a little bit of rail compression. But like I said, you're gonna get a lot more success. It won't be 100%, but it will maybe be about 85 to 95% once you apply this system here. And you can see they're perfectly going around right into the trajectory of the pocket. Cue ball gave a little bit of a funny reaction there. Lots of topspin on that one there. Now that example that I just demonstrate, I'm going to be showcasing here one that was from a match that I recently concluded here. Have a look at how I executed this shot, aiming towards the 2-2 track line here. Do this? I don't think so. You definitely have to have the system in your bag. Do check the link in the description. I will show you how you can calculate 4-rail bank shots. Here's an Efren type shot here for you. I've called the bank. I'm calling the 8 past the 10. The natural path takes the 8 ball around 4 rails. So let's see. Oh, this is nice. And that was a beautiful shot. You cannot say anything, because of course, like I said, once I teach these things, it is simply because I have vast amount of experience and success in these shots in matches. And at the end of the video, as I said, as we're closing the video, you're gonna see a lot of successful attempts at this shot. Now this one's a little bit tricky, and you have to be very careful, because like the 5-5 track line, the object ball tends to head very close towards the side pocket. Now on this attempt here, it just happens that I executed everything perfectly. It just went around perfectly into the trajectory, but it won't always be that case, because like I said, any one variable can affect the shot going short or long of the target. But that was beautifully executed there into the 6-6 track line there, aiming just slightly in front, maybe about 5.8 once you're aiming at the 5-5 track line and higher here. Now this one's a little bit awkward, and I've never had the luxury of having to play a 4-rail bank shot unless I'm demonstrating this to somebody. But you have to be very careful with this one, because like I said, the 5-5 track line, the 6-6 track line, and more so than not, the 7-7 track line tends to have the object ball hitting the nipple of the side pocket here. Now this calls for a very interesting shot, because this shot flew into the side pocket, and like I said, that was not my intention. I have to aim towards you can see that little hop on the cue ball there, because the cue ball and the object ball is in close proximity. So because there's no time for you to get your shaft, sometimes this can often be a foul shot. You have to just be very lucky to have to see the shot and be able to execute it. And at times, like I said, when the cue ball is this close to the object ball, any unwanted side spin can cause you to have scratched like that there, and that's kind of a ridiculous shot. It's more of an execution shot, like I said, but it's something that you want to be very aware of here. And sometimes when you try to play the shot a bit too hard, then it sometimes gives you weird reactions, like hitting on the side pocket nipple, going across. You may get lucky sometimes and it goes into a different pocket if you're playing 9 ball or 10 ball. But like I said, I've played this shot, 4-rail bank shot here, but it has never been in a match or in a game. But like I said, it calls for a very interesting shot, where once you're aiming here, you may need to consider calling this into the side, because you may just get lucky and pop the object ball into the side pocket like that. Like I said, that's not a system, it's just something that you need to have in your arsenal. Now I'm going to be breaking this video up into 2 parts. So in part 2, I'm going to be demonstrating to you for about 10 minutes how this system directly correlates when you're not exactly on the track line. So have a look at the examples that I'm going to be showing you, that's taking us to the end of this video, where I've used this shot in past videos and also in matches, as you see demonstrated in the video, in the middle of the video, and now at the end here. Now in this particular video, I will leave a link pinned in the description. It was a scenario video where I got a 10 ball, pardon me, it was a 9 ball scenario, and the question was, how do you get out? I was trying some fancy spin shot, and I got position here perfectly on the 7. I nudged the 9 coming up, which destroyed my perfect position here on the 8. But notice how I just casually walked around the table.
I knew that the cut was a little bit off. I could have made the cut, got a little bit fancy, and then just land up. But notice how I just went down, eyed up. This one slightly needs a little bit of outside spin here, and I just got down and just banked the ball 4 rails, coming around nicely, perfectly for the 9, and the 8 ball just land nicely into the pocket there. So there are several shots that I've played. I've played this shot probably more than 50 times in my whole entire career since learning it. So it's something that you just need to add to your skill set here. Here's another example where I was actually playing a match many years ago. It was about 2 years ago. You can see the quality of the video was very poor. It was earlier in my YouTube platform. It was earlier when I was starting YouTube. I had this shot here where I had to cut the 8 in and play position for the 9, playing on a tight pocket table. The cloth is slow. I can go out on a limb and say that the cloth was a little bit dirty, so I didn't get much out of the cloth. On a faster table, I may have landed perfectly. I could have actually go down table, up table, and go back down table, but this table had me working extremely hard. Now notice here that I've landed awkwardly on the 9, and I was trying to see if maybe I could go for the cut. It's a tough shot. You can see that I looked up into the ceiling there, wondering if I should go for the shot. Now I trust my system, I trust the diamonds, I trust the table, and I'm actually perfectly lined up here with the object ball here is on the diamond 3, pardon me, and I'm slightly inside of the cut, so I need a little bit of outside spin here to set up the trajectory. And I just got down smoothly, trusted my system, trusted my stroke, and banked that ball beautifully 4 rails into the corner. All right, and then of course in this final example here, I was in the club, in the pub, the whole roof came down, lots of traffic on the table, and I banked the 2 ball. You can hear that the crowd was in awe. The whole place erupted. It was absolutely spectacular. So I want you guys to get that exhilarating feeling that I got when I played this shot. It's an exhibition shot that you need to add to your arsenal, and I hope that this particular video helped you in some way. All right, so do take care, and I'll see you in the next tutorial video. Please be sure to check out the last upload that is pinned in the comments down below. That 2-rail system is beyond precise. Check that video out. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and let me know what your success rate is on your table or in the club that you play. Until then, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.